Hi, my name is Autumn, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 6 nonfiction recommendations. The first one is Boundaries by Dr. John Townsend and Dr. Henry Cloud. This is a book about managing your relationships, both personal, romantic, and professional. It's great even if you don't see yourself as having an issue with boundaries, in just learning how to manage your relationships in a healthy way. The second book I recommend is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. This was originally written as a marriage book, talking about the way people give and receive love. This is a book that can be insightful in helping you manage your relationships, even if you don't struggle with communication in your relationships. Chapman has adapted this into various other books focusing on specific types of relationships. The third book I recommend is Me and White Supremacy by Layla Saad. This is a book about the subtle and not so subtle ways that white supremacy is in our culture and how to address it in yourself. The fourth book I want to recommend is Introverts in the Church by Adam McHugh. This is an educational book not just for introverts but also for extroverts in understanding how introverts interact in the church. It's a very encouraging book, and I think would be educational even for those who aren't introverts to understand introverts and how they interact in the church, and ways in which their strengths are important to the church that often go unrecognized. The fifth book I want to recommend is The 4 Loves by C.S. Lewis. This is a book that is more of an opinion piece than an educational one, discussing what Lewis saw as the 4 different types of love: affection, friendship, passion, and charity, and talking about what they are, why they're important, and how they are perceived. The last book I want to talk about is We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is a short essay adapted from her TED Talk. It's a great introduction to what feminism is and why it's important. It's great whether you've read a lot of feminist theory or want an introduction into it. It's a short and simple summary of it. So those are my 6 top nonfiction recommendations. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts are, and what your top nonfiction recommendations are.